McIntyre here. I am lying in PapaSmurf's, I think it's called a roaming gnome hammock. This thing is huge. What's really impressive is that while my feet are laying on the edge, my neck is laying on the other edge. Isn't that amazing? This thing is 6 feet wide and 12 feet long. There's a bag in each corner. This bag here has the bug net in it. This bag up here has a Molly Mac Gear hammock sock in it. Just a nylon sock without insulation. And with those two things stuffed into those bags, it still fits into the stuffed sack that was provided with it. So I'm going to rig that hammock sock and let you see what it's like. I had to make it extra large to fit this thing. But first I thought I'd see just how comfortable it is. Now you can see that when you get on the diagonal in this hammock, talk about a foot box. I mean, there is lots of room. So with me in it, although I'm kind of big, this hammock is pretty good for someone even bigger than me. Ha! You can imagine that. No problem finding a sweet spot in this hammock. You just lay in here and you fall to the bottom. Of course you can switch sides. Doesn't matter which way you lay. You've got a diagonal. No matter where you turn, you find a low spot in this hammock. It's really something. It's got a structural ridge line. It's got a bug net, as I said, up in that bag. It zips out. The zipper along each edge. I'm going to leave the bug net stowed. And you can see this ridge line is about as far up as I can reach when I'm laying flat on my back. So I had to make the sock, the seat, very big in order to cover this thing over the ridge line. So why don't I rig that and show you what it's like? I thought I'd show you this thing before I put it under the hammock. This sock, you can see the seat is draped over here. That's the inside of the seat hanging on the back. Let me get my elbow in here and spread it open. Oh, a little harder than I thought. You can see that I made the bottom with some volume. I wanted to make sure that, sort of like a differential cut, I wanted to make sure if you put an underquilt under this thing, that bottom would have plenty of volume. So it's sort of dory side with a bag hanging under it. So, just one moment, I'll put it under the hammock. So, here you can see the sides that are somewhat flat, and the bottom that's a little baggy. And right now I've got it strung up a little tight, but you'll see this side will come on down when you sit on it. Anyway, I've got this, just a piece of shot cord that is slippery, sheet bended into the eye of the whoopee. Just a real simple way to get it in there. Pull this and it comes loose. Slack it off a little bit. And make that clove hitch again while I hold the camera. That is not easy. See, there's a slippery clove hitch in the eye of the whoopee. Alright, now it's a little slacked off a little bit. Alright, you can see that there's plenty of volume in there. I wanted to make plenty of room so this sock would hang down below any underquilt that you might have on it. Then when we put the seep over the ridge line, just like that, voila, covered hammock sock, see? toss the ends like that. Alright, so there's the front side, and then here's the back side. And again, you can see plenty of volume in the bottom so that your underquilt won't be compressed. So this is a huge sock, and I made it so because this is a huge hammock. I think it works. Let me get in it. Okay, here I am laying in this thing, and what I'll show you is, in order to close the seat, you just pull it up, toss it over the ridge line, and there you go. Look at all this volume. Inside the Molly Mac Gear extra large hammock sock with seat, uninsulated, for the PapaSmurf Rumming Gnome extra large hammock.